You're gonna pay for that. Well, whoops to that. Today, I want to talk about Advanced Labyrinth Lord. Pumpkin Spice Edition. Every year around Halloween, they have a special edition here, which tempted me to add this to my collection. Labyrinth Lord is a retro clone of BX. That is the basic D&D by Moldave and the expert set by Zeb Cook. And it's really good rule set. But some people wanted to do some of the options from Advanced Dungeons & Dragons, so they came out with an Advanced Edition companion. And later they came out with Advanced Labyrinth Lord, which is the two combined. So here we go. Okay, so we start off with the Labyrinth Lord rules. These stats are a little simpler than they are in Advanced Dungeons & Dragons. But the order is the same as OSRIC, which is not the one from Advance. There's a turn undead table here, right next to the cleric, which is handy. If you're going to let the player see this, it should be here right next to there. Okay, so the classes. First we have cleric, and one difference is they have 6-sided hit dice. The next class is dwarf. And dwarves have 8-sided hit dice. This is a BX clone, so a racist class here. The next class is elf. And elves have 6-sided hit dice. Then fighter with 8-sided hit dice, not 10-sided like they have in Advanced. Halflings with 6-sided hit dice. Magic users. Thieves with 4-sided hit dice, not 6-sided like they have in Advanced. And nope, I skipped a page. Okay, so that's Labyrinth Lord, but then we get into some of the advanced rules, like the idea of separating race and class. So dwarves can be a race with different class options. Same with elves. They have different classes that they can be. And gnomes. Gnomes were not a class for Labyrinth Lord, but they are for the advanced version. Halflings. They have a couple of classes they can be. Half-elves. And humans. Oh, and half-orcs. Forgot about them. Okay, and then we have the advanced classes, which are in alphabetical order. First is assassins, which have 4-sided hit dice, not 6 like they do in advanced, but they do top out at 15th level. There's the druids with 6-sided hit dice, not 8-sided. Illusionists. Now, one of the things I forgot to mention in my review of OSRIC is OSRIC does not have monks or psionics or bards. And those are things I was missing from first edition. But this version does have monks, and they're pretty close to the first edition version of monks. And paladins with 8-sided hit dice, not 10-sided like advanced. Rangers with 6-sided hit dice, not 8-sided like advanced. But then they have an optional rule where you can give them advanced hit dice. So clerics and druids get 8-sided, dwarves get 10-sided, elves get 8-sided, halflings get 8-sided, fighters and paladins get 10-sided, rangers get 8-sided, and thieves and assassins get 6-sided. So that's more in line with what I'm used to from Advanced Dungeons & Dragons. They've got the secondary skills, and starting ages, we have equipment, and spells. Now, the spells are grouped by class, but then they're in alphabetical order. So The section on cleric spells, you have Animal Growth, which is 3rd level, Animate Dead, which is 3rd level, Animate Objects, which is 6th level, Astral Projection, which is 7th level, Atonement, which is 5th level, Augury, which is 2nd level, and Blade Bearer, which is 6th level, all on the same page. So if you know what class the spell is, then you can look it up in alphabetical order. That still involves some turning pages back and forth, but it's not as bad as OSRIC is. Okay, then we have a section on how to play. Only this is how to play for the DM, because this book is not just the player's handbook, it's a DM's guide too. And here we have a character sheet. Lots of blank space, because in old school play, it's really easy to play. Use very simple character sheets. Oh, here's the back. It's just blank where you can write in stuff. And then we get, here we are to the referee book. This, half the book is referee book. So, first is the monsters. All the monsters are laid out here. I'll flip through it more quickly here. See, all monsters. And then the magic items, and all delineated out. And then we have a sample dungeon with a key. Pretty well, it's written so that you can, as a learning DM, you can run yourself through this dungeon. We have this map, which looks a lot like the Holmes Basic Stone Mountain map, but not as good. And here's a map of the known lands. Not such a big map, I think. And then here's a section of some optional rules, which does not include psionics. And some random tables, which are helpful. And so there you have it. Labyrinth Lord, Pumpkin Spice Edition. Advanced Labyrinth Lord.